Hello, friends and knife nerds. These are three really good knives that did not get the credit they deserve. So let's start with the Monterey Bay Knives Old Guard. There is a mini Old Guard and there is the original Old Guard. And the original is just a bit longer, same knife, and $5 cheaper. But this is one of the best $65 knives you will find. If I could tell somebody, if they ask me what is the best $65 knife on the market, this is it, without a doubt. In my opinion, I love the Old Guard. I love the classic look. I love Ray Laconico, first of all. Amazing knife designer. And I love his designs. The Rosalinda is on my list, one of his many beauties that he's made. So we have G10 scales. They have this beautiful almost wood finish look to it, and I love that. This blade shape is classic, this clip point blade shape, satin finish, and it's 14C28N. When it's open, 8.15 inches top to bottom. Really nice ergonomics, folks. Simple but very easy. This is a G10 backspacer and a very plain paper clip, I call it, pocket clip, that is not reversible. The ergonomics are awesome on this thing. The best part about this knife is the bronze phosphorus washers that it runs on. Just fall shut beauty. This thing is so excellent. The action, they tuned this thing perfectly, and it's only $65. This is one of the best deals on the market. Ray Laconico's Monterey Bay Old Guard. Now, I know it didn't get a huge release, but it was on some of the major knife sites like Blade HQ and such. You can go there, or you can find it on Monterey Bay Knives website. I will have a link to it in the description of this video, but bros, folks, friends, this knife is worth your time. If you're wondering what inexpensive knife can I get right now that I will be happy with, this is the answer to that question. The Old Guard. Just look at it. I mean, I'm shocked at $65. 14C28N. This is how they keep the price down with G10. But you have an amazing knife designer in Laconico, and he definitely came through with this. So let's move on to the next one. Next, I want to show you the TwoSun TS120. One of my favorite knives that I've had for a while in my collection. You can see the fiber show side here, and as we flip it over, the work side is this beautiful titanium mill job. It is a frame lock, as you can see. That's holding the deep tint ball, and this cool titanium milled pocket clip. Now, it is a front flipper or the blade hole are your methods of deployment. The action is nice on this. The action isn't like amazing, but it's good. It's good. And the aesthetic of this knife is what really gets me. It reminds me of a Pelican or something with this, but you know, let's like give a care about a Pelican, but I like the aesthetic. I love this big flat ground sheep's foot or Warncliffe, whatever you want to call this. It's a big, beautiful blade. And TwoSun priced this thing so good. I think when it came out, it was like $120, and I don't think it's gone up, maybe $150 now. And if you can find it, that is. It's kind of tough to find. But this knife is worth every penny if you can get your hands on it and you're interested. We have Bowler M390 steel. So it is 4 ounces, 4.03 ounces, nice EDC midweight, 7.4 inches when it's open here, and the blade is 3.5 inches of that Bowler M390. Now it's got a cool little step on the blade hole. Kind of looks like a lock pin, but the action is nice. The materials are excellent. and the price is just right, and they did a great job milling this thing. TwoSun, this is maybe my favorite knife from them. All right, next, this is designed by Indiana Knives, and the EDZ. This is a super cool knife. I don't know if there are any in stock right now, but the EDZ is really good. It's all titanium. You have this black titanium that is super thick. I mean, like, you can see it. You got this nice jimping, and this is a fidget monster, folks. Maybe the most fidgety knife on the market. It's definitely in contention. It's a button lock, as you can see, and you can flip it from just about any angle. The front, well, that wasn't beautiful, but that was just because my finger slipped. The front, the top, the action is sick. The blade hole. Now, you can see that I'm loose on the detent here, and that is something that I should be able to fix with magnets, but that's because I bought a blemished model, and the blemish is the fact that the detent is a little loose. But I paid $125 for a blemish model, and this knife retails for $250 to $300, I forget. But it's worth every penny, folks. This thing, so titanium scales, beautiful button lock action. It does not stick, or it hasn't for me. And that is Magna Cut. And a beautiful classic Warney shape. Warncliffe is the word, not Warney. And man, he just did such a good job at designing this knife. And I'm massively impressed. And I know that not many people know about this. There's definitely those out there that do, but this knife deserves far more attention. And I know the action will be better. You can just see it's kind of loose, the detent there. So that's why you can see that. Nice bounce there. It should just fall shut and closed, but it bounces. But I mean, I don't really care. This thing is so good. For the price I paid, this is an amazing knife. Titanium pocket clip, Magna Cut. I mean, the measurements are really nice too. It's 4 ounces. This thing feels and looks much heavier than that. But 7.6 inches top to bottom, and a 3 1/8 inch Magna Cut stonewash finish Warncliffe. Just excellent. So these 3 blades, folks, are excellent. All 3 of them are worth your money. And I mean, hopefully when he makes another round of the EDZs, he will put out the seconds again. And some of you can, if you're interested, grab. Just keep an eye on indianaknives.com. I'll have links to all of these in the description, but these knives, in my opinion, these 3 didn't get the credit that they deserve.